because I'm, like a lot of people, I'm a small C Conservative. I'm desperate for a Conservative government. I believe in low taxation, and I believe in supporting business. And as a business owner myself, what I see is it's all very well, but the knock-on effect of all these things is if we start either having to tax business or making a situation where business can't function properly because people don't have the disposable income. And obviously this money that Rishi has promised to individual families now will take some of the sort of sting maybe out of it. As he said and as Angela said, you can't help everybody with everything all the time. But my big concerns actually are always that, a bit like with the furlough. I mean, I looked at when furlough was going on, and again, I was one of these, the 3 million or so who fell through the cracks, and, because I'm a sole director limited company, didn't get anything. But I do wonder about this constant putting money into people's pockets. That seems a very sort of socialist idea. And whilst I'm all for supporting people in need, I mean, we definitely need to support people in need and people who are on the lowest rungs of the ladder who are, living hand to mouth. I find it I find it really alarming that we're getting into a state where there's almost now an expectation, and I wonder how much that Rishi has capitulated to this expectation, because the media kind of have been shrieking cost of living crisis, a bit in the same way as there was that sort of small panic about petrol, if you remember. There was no petrol shortage. There was a few tanker drivers short, and so that the supply chain was a bit interrupted in a couple of places. What happened? Absolute chaos for 2-3 weeks. Nobody could get any petrol. Queues everywhere. People panicking. It was pandemonium. And we had it at the start of the pandemic too. I can remember standing in my local supermarket, chatting to one of the managers who was standing there with one of his members of staff in kind of sort of aghast, watching the sort of locust-like action of people stripping the shelves. And I said to him, God, it's really bad. And he said, it's not bad. He said, we are now putting out tomorrow's stock. It's just that we can't restock fast enough. We have no shortage of food. We've got deliveries coming every day, but people are panicking. And I don't want to belittle anyone who's, because clearly bills are going up and petrol's affects everybody. There are definitely, food prices are going up. So there's, I'm not trying to say there is no cost of living crisis, but I do wish that we would stop making everybody so anxious all the time and then
get some perspective.
Everyone up
That's what you're saying, Helen.